Video and what will be a series of training videos each week. This one's going to focus on scrimmages from around the state this past week, especially going to highlight blindside blocks, defenseless players, and some mechanical issues. First, let's review the criteria for an illegal blindside block. Remember, you have to have all three. The defender can't see it coming, the hit cannot be initiated with open hands, and it has to be a forceful hit with an indicator of a shoulder dip, thrust, drive, or a launch. Gotta have all three. If you're missing one, you don't have an illegal blindside block. So let's watch this clip real quick. The contact in question is going to happen at the bottom of the screen. I think it's around the 45 when the quarterback rolls out right here. You're going to see this player in the white. He's got the brick in his hand. He delivers the blow right there. Watch it again. There's the brick. There's the blow. The defender does not see that hit coming. There's no open hands. And it's definitely both a lunge and a shoulder thrust. So this is definitely a blindside block. And look where everyone's going. Everyone's moving toward the bottom of the screen except for this one player who initiates the hit. That's the old brick in the hand mantra we used to look at. So let's remember that as we look through these and as you look for blindside blocks throughout your games. This one's going to happen right at the line of scrimmage. Now remember, a blindside block in the free blocking zone is still a legal blindside block. The free blocking zone is disintegrated. Look at the pre-snap. Got a quarterback in shotgun. So as soon as this ball is snapped, the free blocking zone is disintegrated, and there's a hit right there. Remember we talked about in camps, if you have a block in the back that's forceful, you can have a blindside block. And here I think we have a forceful hit in the back. And that's, again, it's kind of a cheap shot, so we'll take that. Those are hits we want to take out of the game. Here we're going to have a hit that I think is legal. This receiver down at the bottom, he's going to come back up and deliver a block. It looks rough at high speed right there, but once you slow it down and you look at it again, to me it looks like the defender sees it coming the last second and makes a move to get out of the way. So I would qualify that as legal contact since the defender saw it coming. Plus it's just sort of a glancing blow. This hit in question is actually going to happen after the play. It's pretty soon after the play. We're going to have an interception here. And on the return, he's going to be tackled. And this player right here is going to get delivered a blow. And I think this contact is actually legal. I don't think it's too late. You know, half a second later, it's probably too late. But if you look at the actual hit, yeah, I think he actually has his hands out before he delivers the blow. So that would actually be a legal blindside block. Again though, half a second too late, we probably need to flag that. This one I think we actually called a block in the back, I believe. But it's close to a blindside, and let's look at the criteria. The defender doesn't see it coming. We have that. It's hard to see where the hands are. But the hit's not forceful. It's more of a glancing blow. I think it just kind of nicks them. So we would actually let a hit like that go. Now let's look at some defenseless players. Remember, being a defenseless player does not necessarily mean you're going to have an illegal hit. It has to, in order for it to be a foul, it has to be an illegal hit on the defenseless player. So one of the defenseless player criteria is the receiver in the act or just after the act of catching the ball. I'm going to go through. So you have him established there as a defenseless player. But this contact is legal because you have a defender who actually wraps up. If defender wraps up like that, we're going to let that go because that's an attempt at a tackle. It's not supposed to be punishing in nature. It's not outside the game. Anytime they attempt to wrap up, we'll let it go. Here we're going to have sort of the same thing. We're going to have a receiver in the act of catching, or just after the act of catching. Again, we have an attempt at a wrap-up. So this is the hit that we would deem legal. The player is defenseless by definition, but it's not a punishing hit. It's not an illegal hit. Because of the wrap-up, we'll let that one go. Look at some mechanical things now. Remember deeps, we want to stay on the goal line until the goal line is no longer threatened. Deep plays, deep passes in the end zone, it can be iffy, especially without a seventh official. We just got to play it the best we can. Here we should still be at the goal line. The goal line is the line that's still threatened. So right here you see we're already moving off the goal line when we should be right there. If we're at the goal line, we can see this contact better, determine whether or not it's legal or illegal. But because we're already moving off the goal line, we can't see it. So let's stay on that goal line until it's no longer threatened. We're going to have the same issue here. This one's going to be a pass more in the middle, but we still want to stay on the goal line. We never want to work inside the end zone. It's right here. We should have stopped at the goal line, backed up a little bit, instead of working our way in the end zone. You can just stay on the goal line, and then when you make your you mirror the field judge there, when you mirror that touchdown signal, you're outside the pylon. We're going to have a couple examples here of officials who do a great job of staying on the goal line. We're outside the 10, so deep's your primary responsibility is the goal line. We'll stay on that goal line until it's no longer threatened. Just a shallow route into the end zone. And as you can see, looks like both deep officials are still at the goal line. Because that's the line that's threatened, so that's the line we want to stay at. Side judge moves off a little bit, but I think he's trying to get a better angle to look at that receiver going down to the ground. This is the very next play. And again, as you can see, they're going to stay on the goal line until it's no longer threatened. Just pause it right here. We have a receiver here. He's not terribly deep in the end zone. He's not threatening our end line. So we still stay on the goal line. This is a threat. Your receiver right there at the goal line. So that's the one reason we're staying. None of these receivers threaten an end zone, end line yet. Quarterback's not threatening it. And even the pass right there. End line's still not really a threat. So we're doing a good job staying in the end zone right there. This play is actually going to be a great job by the deep guy in the wing of covering the corner. Great job right there. Take your time, make sure he secures the catch. So our initial setup for a deep guy outside the goal line, the pylon right there, when the offense comes out and gets in their formation, then you would move inside and try to be, you want to be outside the receiver. This receiver probably started about right here. So this deep guy, he's in a good position here. He's outside the receiver, watching in. Gets in the corner like this. He has the end line. Wing right here is the sideline. They will work together in determining the catch. Only thing I would say, deep guy, look at the wing guy first before you go ahead and signal, just in case he's out of bounds. This is going to covering the goal line on a deep play, on a scrimmage kick. So we have a goal line threatened, and neither deep guys on the goal line. Some associations teach their deep guys, if you have receivers set up on the 10-yard line, go ahead and set up on the goal line. It's not in the mechanics manual, but we do allow it. Not saying you have to do it, but we would allow it. We definitely, when the ball is rolling here, we definitely want our deeps already on that goal line so they can cover, just in case there's a play right there at the goal line. This is for the wings. Look at these two receivers on the bottom of the screen. We want our receivers to be clearly on or clearly off. We just go ahead the snap at the 34. Inside receivers are at the 34, but it looks like that outside receiver is in no man's land. Let's go ahead and get him clearly off the line of scrimmage. It just helps things. This is kind of a poorly officiated play. We're going to have a flag thrown by the wing, and then we're going to have an interception return, and we have shoddy reverse mechanics. Remember, reverse mechanics, we want that wing guy to be booking it toward the goal line, because he has anything past the 1 and 2 yard line. Deep guys need to be booking it behind, because you have everything up into the 2 yard line. I'm not really seeing a foul here, but regardless of that, once we throw that flag, it looks like we stop officiating, both of them. So throw that flag and keep officiating, because right here, the wing guys have already been booking it down the sideline. We're fortunate in that we have an R who's there to cover the goal line, but it could have been bad. It looks bad, and it could have been bad if there's a play at the goal line. So let's make sure we're sharp in our reverse mechanics. This is a good play to review horse collar tackle. I think this is a legal tackle, but I can see why some coaches will scream. Let's just review the horse collar tackle with your crew. I think we have a legal one here. A couple of reasons. If you go back and look at it, it looks like he grabs them right in the middle of the jersey. There, it looks like he's got him just by the middle of the jersey and pulls him down that way. So that would be legal there. And he pulls him on top of him instead of to the ground. Another guy comes in and helps on the tackle. So we have a legal tackle there. There's a good one to review horse collar tackle fouls on. It's going to be our last one. This is on backward pass. This play is designed to be a backward pass, but it's pretty iffy. Alright, anytime there's doubt, we're going to punch it forward. This looks like it's right lateral. Maybe slightly backward. Pretty lateral though. Any doubt, they're both staying on the same yard line. Any doubt, go ahead and punch it forward. And that way, we don't have any kind of issues there. Referee does a good job of putting his hand backwards, so it lets everyone know he deems it a backward pass, which is fine. The mechanic there is good, but I would think on this one, especially if it's side to side, go ahead and punch it forward, because we don't want any cheap turnovers, especially someone to point the blame at us for a cheap turnover. That's it for this week. Keep checking the website and go out there and have a good game, guys.